Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we will solve some CPT medicine section practice questions. This is going to be a very important part of your CPC exam preparation. Let's start with the first question. Which code would be used to report an EEG, that is electroencephalogram, provided during carotid surgery? Let us look at the options. Check option A 95816. The code 95816 is for electroencephalogram EEG, including recording awake and drowsy. Option B 95819 is for electroencephalogram, including recording awake and asleep. Option C 95822 is for electroencephalogram recording in coma or sleep only, and option D 95955 is for electroencephalogram during non-intracranial surgery, for example, carotid surgery. So which among these four options is correct? It is very simple. The right answer is option D 95955 because it is for electroencephalogram during non-intracranial surgery, for example, carotid surgery. In the question also, we have to look at the main term, carotid surgery. Let us solve another question. What CPT code would be used to code the technical aspect of an evaluation of swallowing by video recording using a flexible fiber optic endoscope? Check the options. Option A 92611 is for motion fluoroscopic evaluation of swallowing function by cine or video recording, and 92612 is for flexible endoscopic evaluation of swallowing by cine or video recording. Option C 92610 is for evaluation of oral and pharyngeal swallowing function. Option D 92613 is for flexible endoscopic evaluation of swallowing by cine or video recording, interpretation and report only. Now look at the main terms in the question. They have mentioned technical aspect of an evaluation of swallowing by video recording using flexible fiber optic endoscope. Can you think of the right answer? The right answer is option B 92612, which is for flexible endoscopic evaluation of swallowing by cine or video recording. In the question, they have mentioned flexible fiber optic endoscope. Option A will be wrong because that is for motion fluoroscopic evaluation of swallowing function by cine or video recording. In the question, they have not mentioned motion fluoroscopic evaluation. And also option C is wrong because 92610 is for evaluation of oral and pharyngeal swallowing function. That is also not mentioned in the question. And option D 92613 is for flexible endoscopic evaluation of swallowing by cine or video recording, interpretation and report only. In the question, they have not mentioned interpretation and report. Therefore, right answer is option B. Let us solve another question. The patient presented for a spontaneous nystagmus test that included gaze, fixation, recording and used vertical electrodes. Assign codes for the physician service only. Let us check the options. 92541 is for spontaneous nystagmus test including gaze and fixation nystagmus with recording. Option B 92547 is for it is an add-on code which is for use of vertical electrodes. Okay, and we have to use 92547 in conjunction with 92540 92546. Now let us check option C first code, that is same 92541, and check option C second code 92544, which is for optokinetic nystagmus test. Now look at the question whether they have mentioned optokinetic nystagmus test. No, right? Therefore, directly eliminate option C. Without thinking much, we'll eliminate option C. In option D also, the first code is 92541 and the second code is 92547. In the question, they have mentioned the patient presented for spontaneous nystagmus test that included gaze, fixation and recording. So all these are included in the code 92541. And also in the question, they have mentioned used vertical electrodes. Therefore, we have to use the add-on code 925474 for use of vertical electrodes. Therefore, we have to report two codes in this case, that is 92541 with 92547. Therefore, the right answer will be option D. Next question. A patient who has been having chronic reflux is scheduled to have an acid perfusion test performed on the esophagus. This test is also known as Bernstein test. What is the correct CPT code for this procedure? Check the options. Check option A 91022. It is for duodenal motility manometric study. Check option B 91030. It is for esophagus acid perfusion Bernstein test for esophagitis. In the question they have mentioned acid perfusion test is performed on the esophagus. This test is also known as Bernstein test. So the right answer will be option B 91030. We'll eliminate option A because duodenal motility study is not mentioned in the question. Option C 91034 will be wrong because that is for esophagus gastroesophageal reflux test with nasal catheter pH electrode placement. That is not mentioned in the question, and option D will be wrong because that is for esophagus gastroesophageal reflux test with mucosal attached telemetry pH electrode. So that is also not matching with the question. The right answer is option B. Let us move on to the next question. This is the last question for today. So before solving this question, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing it with your fellow coders and subscribing to my channel CodeMed Mastery. Now this question is quite lengthy, right? Therefore, let us check the options first. So check option 96040. All the four options have one code 96040. 96040 is for Medical Genetics and Genetic Counseling Services, each 30 minutes face-to-face with patient or family. Now read the question. They have given parents of a 2-year-old who has been undergoing genetic testing have a follow-up appointment scheduled to go over the newest labs and have genetic counseling. They spent 46 minutes for this appointment. I will highlight the time 46 minutes. As they make a plan of action and begin getting referrals to child development services. So, which is the correct code? So, they have mentioned they spent 46 minutes for this appointment. The code 96040 is for each 30 minutes face to face. Above the code 96040, they have given code 96040 is reported for each 30-minute increment of face to face time. Do not report 96040 for 15 minutes or less of face-to-face time. Report 96040 once for 16 to 30 minutes of face-to-face time. So what do you understand by this? It simply means that we should not code 96040 for 15 minutes or less. Okay, and for 16 to 30 minutes, we should code 96040 once. For 31 to 60 minutes, we should code 96040 twice. For 61 to 90 minutes, we should code 96040 3 times. And for 91 to 120 minutes, we should code 96040 4 times. In the question, they have mentioned appointment lasted for 46 minutes. So, it falls into the range of 31 to 60 minutes. For 31 to 60 minutes, we will use 96040 twice. Therefore, option B is the right answer.